Hey everybody, welcome to the Dead Tree Podcast. This is Jimmy.
It's Casey.
Steven.
Dawn.
Still got the exit music going on there. I don't know what the world that is.
Oh,
like,
that's
where'd that come
me. That's me.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
You're
good.
good. You're good.
So how's everybody's week going?
Good.
Going good. Good Father's Day weekend.
Yeah. So far, so good.
Awesome. How's your Father's Day, Mr. Sweet?
Oh, it was good. I actually got to lay out this weekend from doing tours.
Nice.
So, yeah, spent some time with the family. We didn't do too much. We went to the Chattanooga Farmers Market, which is a lot bigger than the Sonoya one. It's like huge, but it's always a pretty good time. So we went out there and checked it out.
That's awesome, man. How's your Mr. Casey?
Oh, mine was great. Spent some time with the family, and my wife got me one of those Blackstone flat grills. So I am super excited to be cooking on that thing.
I actually
Can't wait
had
to use it.
my boys both work, so I pretty much spent the whole day by myself watching TV and stuff. But today I actually went out and hung out with Austin and had lunch with him and everything. So it wasn't too bad of a day today. It was pretty good.
Good deal. Good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we got going on this week, guys?
Let's see. How'd you do on tours this week, Jimmy?
I did fairly decent. We shut down the Sunday tour because of the rain or whatever, but it didn't really do too bad. We moved everything up to Saturday, so I was busy on Saturday and not so much on Sunday. I kind of just hung out here, which was kind of nice, to be honest with you. But it wasn't too bad. How's yours go, Mr. Steven?
Like I said, I laid out this week, but it seems like Colin was pretty busy down there. He had a lot going on.
It's pretty awesome, man.
Cool. Yeah, that weather, it's rolling through here, so I guess it's headed up your way. And it sounds like, Dawn, something's coming your way, so
Yeah, we've had rain all
it's
day.
crazy. Same.
Yeah, I'm hoping it don't stay like that. I'm going out of town in the morning. Me and the missus, we're gonna go down to Brunswick, Georgia, and we plan on going out to Driftwood Beach where they filmed some for The Walking Dead out there. You know?
Yeah, Oceanside, right? Some Oceanside stuff.
Yeah. I wanted to go out there. Maybe by then I can get on our Facebook. I'm gonna go live from Water Tower Tours, but maybe I can go live from both if I can get on ours finally.
So you're telling me if you come through here, I can just jump in the trunk, right? That's what you're telling me.
Yeah. Too bad we ain't coming through there though. It's the opposite way.
So I can find you, Steven. I can.
You
find
can meet us down there.
Yeah, I can do that. I suppose I can do that. Hey,
Yeah, I
everyone,
haven't been
how's
there
everything
since-
going tonight? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good. I was gonna say I haven't been to the Jekyll since they filmed there, so I want to see that Driftwood Beach.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to Jekyll Island, so I'm stoked.
Oh, it's
about
nice.
going.
Yeah, it's real chill.
Well, I went down there, I want to say when I was 7 or 8 for the 4-H club. And then I went back thinking when I was like 14 or 15 with my aunt and uncle. And it's been a moment, though. It's been a long time.
Right.
But
Sorry, I'm trying to share our live on everything real quick.
Do it.
so how's your day going, Miss Dawn? You got a river raft yet?
Almost.
You and Noah can sail away that far. Yep.
We'll just sail
Has
down.
there been enough? Oh, do what?
I said I'll sail down to Georgia.
Right. Yeah, it looks like we'll have. It's supposed to rain all week down here, so
Yeah, it's been off and on. I walk twice a day now. So this afternoon I dodged the raindrops and made it back here enough in time. But this morning I do it indoors. Like when I go to the gym now, I kind of just walk around inside for about 1.5 miles, and I come back and do 3 miles when I get done during the day. So it ain't too terribly bad.
right.
Okay.
All right.
Is there any filming going on with all this weather? Or
Well, It seems like they've been on a break, kind of, because I've seen like a lot of them post on their social media from like their homes, like their other homes, like in New York and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
somebody else that I know that works on the crew said they were on vacation because they were on break. So I think they may be on break.
Is it mid-season finale time, or what? What do you think it is?
I don't know. I guess just maybe since they've been kind of going a little earlier than usual. You know what I mean? They started a little earlier than usual or they did more with the 6 bonus episodes, and they were there for longer. I guess maybe they threw them a little extra break after Memorial Day is what I'm assuming. Maybe a few, not right after Memorial Day, but maybe like a week break, something like that. Because they didn't seem to be doing anything that I've known of. I wasn't there this past weekend, but the weekend before that, I was trying to figure out, where it was coming up, where they'd be filming, or where they had been, and I couldn't figure out anything. So I assumed they were on a break.
Yeah, it seems like it's been quiet since those couple of JDM sightings.
Ain't Norman getting a star on the Hollywood Square or something like that? Hollywood Boulevard?
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Getting a star. Yeah, he's getting a star, and I think him and his wife or girlfriend, I think, bought that house or selling the house or something. I didn't really read the story, but I've been glancing through.
I did. It is for sale, like 9.2 million.
Oh, that's chump change. You got that, Casey.
Yeah.
Maybe
if I steal my pops.
You talking about the townhouse?
Yeah, the one in California.
Oh, I thought you were talking about, have you seen where they listed the townhouse, one of the townhouses in Alexandria?
Oh, yeah, wow. I seen that one. I can't remember who showed it to me. I think it was Danielle Caldwell showed that to me.
That's crazy, man.
How much was that thing again?
I think it's $800.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Hey, you really can afford that one, Casey. I'm just saying, you got that one.
Daryl was staying there, or just that it's a house in Alexandria?
No, it's one of the townhomes in Alexandria, the brick ones. Yeah, they put one up. I thought they were going to have to wait until after the show ended,
right?
But they put one up for sale.
Yeah, I remember he wanted to buy it. That way we could all split it for Airbnb.
Hey Steven, I'm up for that. I got like $23 I can spare.
Well, it's funny because Cindy shared it. There's a video that the realtor shared where he showed he walked through it and everything and showed you like the outside of it. But like throughout this video, he's saying, like, he says it so many times, like you can tell he's just saying it to like push the selling of the building. He kept saying,
sure,
I can't show you too much. Because spoilers and stuff like that with The Walking Dead just being right out your front door. Or he'll say production. You know what I mean? Like he said it so many times. He'd go to a window and be like, oh, well, I can't look. I can show you just a little bit here. Or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you only got one season of that, and it's done. I don't think that's a big selling point for me.
But you don't know who's going to jump on it, man. Like Marvel. You know what I mean? I mean, somebody that spot, I bet will get a lot of different things come through there in the future.
Yeah, right. Because that's like a movie lot. The way it's a circle,
right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. That's cool.
I got you.
Yeah, to think I've been driving back there before that wall was built. Because I remember one of those magazine homes was back there, right, Jimmy?
Southern Living, it's back in the back corner back there.
Yeah. I think you had told me about it, or drove you out there.
Well, before
I never even thought to drive back there. I kicked myself in the ass because I never even thought to drive back there.
I used to walk around back there, back during before Walking Dead, the thing to do in Sonoya was to go see that Southern Living home.
Right.
And people used to come through there and look at it all the time. And before we knew it, they had a fence around it. You couldn't see the thing anymore. But it's a beautiful home. It really is. Got a porch all the way around it and everything. It really is pretty.
Now, isn't there another Southern Living home in the area?
There is, but not that one. That one was the one everybody was flocking to for some reason. I can't remember why, but they love that home. It is a beautiful home. It's just It's just inside of Alexandria now, and you can't see it. So
Right. That's
Yep.
cool.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I don't know. I would love to buy it. There's it's just way. There's no way. Can't afford that, man. But yeah, I think like I mean, that would have been a good spot to even film like WandaVision had those walls not been there. And the people that live there, I would say they would be more acceptable to things in the future because they won't necessarily have to build like a permanent wall around their neighborhood. So
Right.
they're used to the worst already. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, and you
Yeah.
won't have to. Hopefully, whatever's filmed there is like not another apocalypse, so they can actually cut the grass.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that would kind of suck if you live there. Tall grass,
Right.
Speaking of
Yeah.
metal
Speaking
wall.
of apocalyptic like storylines and stuff, Don, you've been watching the new zombie show on Netflix, right?
Yeah, I finished it. Black Summer.
Is it
Oh,
any
yeah.
good for all the viewers and stuff?
Huh?
Is it any good? Let the viewers kind of know a little bit about it.
I mean, if you're comparing it to The Walking Dead, no, it's totally different, but it's really good.
Okay,
Cool.
I
cool.
watched some of the first season. The episodes I saw were pretty good.
Hmm.
Okay.
These are fast. They're fast in this one, right?
Yeah, it's like me or you. Like if we were running, you know what I'm saying? It's just we're used to the walking slow. It's just I think it's not like super fast, but it'd be like somebody really chasing you with an adrenaline flow. You know what I mean? Going,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I got you.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
And they turn quick, like they turn almost instantly. Like right when they're
Right.
big, they turn. They don't like wait out for like an hour or two, or like it's
Gotcha.
instant. Yeah.
Quick turnaround.
Yep.
Yeah, Daryl Blixen's back in here. Is my number one fan.
What's
Heck
up,
yeah.
Daryl?
welcome back.
Well, I was upset with my brother and sister-in-law. They were in Sonoy Thursday. And they didn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, you could have dropped me off at Jimmy's and come. They were going to Florida. Pick me up on the way back.
oh man.
Yeah.
Stuff can be done. Yep.
It's crazy. So, what episode were we supposed to watch?
Nebraska.
Woo!
And Cornhuskers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, what was your favorite part of Nebraska?
Who we talking to? I don't know. One of my
Anybody,
favorite.
Anybody.
One of my favorite parts, I mean, has to be. There's a bunch. I don't know. That's hard to pick on this episode. I like this episode, but it's the first. You know, we see our first kind of like first human threats, and like the first. That's like the baby saviors. You know what I mean? That's like
Mhm.
the first time we've came in contact with somebody, and Rick's had to like put them down. And I don't know why. When I saw it this time, I immediately thought of him biting the claimer's neck out, like so many, so many seasons later, like it evolved into, that.
Right. Yeah, because this is pre-governor, so you're right.
Right. Yeah.
And you're referring to the guys at the Herschel's bar, right?
Right. Yeah. I call them the Nebraska boys.
Nebraska boys.
Dave and Tony.
Yep.
And then Randall too, right? He's out there somewhere, right?
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
So what about y'all? What's something that stood out to y'all, Casey and Don?
I think it was the significance of losing Sophia, that the group, how it affected them.
I got you.
Yeah, kind of like they knew, like it changed I don't know, the kind of the chemistry of the group. Like it was kind of like the sides started, like Shane's side, Rick's side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then also I like the Dale and Shane altercation where Dale kind of pegged him on, hey, you killed Otis.
All right, you called him out.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, back to Herschel. I just like that because that's one of my favorite locations, Sharpsburg.
Mhm.
I forgot Beth almost got bit. I almost wished it happened. She wasn't my favorite character, but she could have been out early. I forgot she got sick. I remember. I know we're gonna cover it in a couple more episodes of why she's. What happens out of all that, but I had forgotten about that part.
Mm-hmm.
Daryl, I didn't see it. It's not laying around here, buddy. You can come give it to me. I'll
Uh-oh.
take it though. It's whatever. You'll be all right.
Another thing I liked is we got to see like Daryl Dixon. I don't know, like it's like, as soon as he saw Sophia, that's what he's been passionate about, here
Right.
lately, like big time. That's what he's been devoted to, and he got stripped of that.
Right.
You think that, Stephen, I think that Daryl was kind of having a inner struggle, like family. You could tell, like, he was actually caring about people, and I think he wasn't used to being in that situation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the first person he cared for in a while ends up dying because he say something like he's done looking for people or
Right, yeah.
like that's like he wanted to give up already. And,
Well, Lori called him selfish, and he was like, "I'm not selfish. I was the one looking every day."
right, yeah, I agree, and I agree with him. I don't know what she meant by that.
Right.
Well, maybe he wasn't kissing her ass. I think it's got a lot to do with it. I mean, everybody kiss her ass.
Well, that's good. That's because Shane was. Ooh.
And I'm excited. I'm trying not to think about what I've seen already. You know what I mean? Or what I know already. I'm trying to kind of like keep my mind, I don't know, not thinking about what happens, but like I'm looking to see where he makes that other turn. You know what I mean? Becomes a little bit softer after this, like Daryl Dixon, like the next thing that really, is it getting close to Carol? I can't really remember, and I don't know if I want to.
Right.
I want to just watch it and see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this was also the episode that Shane was caring to Carol, like washed her hands.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
He was just trying to sleep with her. Let's all face it. He's like, that's the next victim right there.
Well,
So
luckily he didn't have his gun on him because he almost shot. He would have shot her, because he heard her rustling in the woods there.
Well, ain't that Shane's whole motive? Give him in the woods. I think that's what it is.
Right, and then tackles him.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
What about her car wreck? Speaking of Lori,
Yeah.
I like that little yelp. I never really noticed that until I watched it this time. It was almost like a comedic little yelp she let out right before she crashed.
Right.
Yeah, that was totally like
seemed random, didn't it?
Yeah, like she'd already hit the walker, so she didn't hit the walker and then curve off into the ditch. She hit the walker, was going straight, and then yelped and then jerked to the right. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Lori's always badmouthed because what she actually does, like she does stupid shit, like hey, there's a dick over there, let me go sit on it, and stuff like that.
Well, that's the thing is, I think this was meant to give the impression that she was kind of taking lead, or not taking lead, but going and taking care of her own stuff. You know what I mean? And then she goes and has a Three Stooges crash on the highway. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's almost like they just kept making her like the damsel in distress. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of weird that he did that. I don't know.
And I don't know if y'all remember, but there was great dialogue between Herschel and Rick at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he was saying that there was no hope, but they were going back. He was telling Herschel, we need to go back to give the others hope. We know there's no hope, but we have to give the others something to hold on to.
Right.
Another thing, like I was saying, we talked about Sharpsburg earlier, but that I think it's really cool that they use Sharpsburg, like, you know what I mean, as the hometown by Herschel's consistently. Like they didn't just pick random places. It was always that they used that town. So I mean, it was always consistent.
Right, and there's only 3 or 4 buildings in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe 4 or 5. But
yeah, so it's pretty crazy how small it is. But they kept going back to it.
I'm surprised more productions don't use that little area because there's so many empty buildings. that they
Right.
could just transform it into, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah, and that cross that four-way stop or whatever.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
the
that part.
brick. It's a really cool looking little intersection there, and you don't really have to block off traffic because it's not like you know what I
No.
mean. Like it's kind of off to the side, anyways.
And if you wanted to use it as just something like, you know, Watchmen and Lovecraft Country did this a lot. They used parts of Noonan and then CGI'd like buildings behind the
Oh.
original buildings. Like you could do that there and make it, you know, look like a corner in a bigger, older town.
Sure. I didn't know Noonan was in those. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I actually watched them film The Watchmen. They had like a fair in the background. Like I watched them film that.
Oh, that would have been cool. That's one of the best scenes. That's if
Oh,
you hadn't
cool.
seen Watchmen, you got to watch Watchmen.
No,
It's
I've seen
so
Watchmen.
good.
Watchmen's good.
Mhm.
Yeah. They use Noonan. I get Watchmen and Lovecraft mixed up some, but they use Noonan quite a bit in Watchmen.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. You know, I was riding through town one day and I looked over to my left next to Alamo, and that whole thing had like a fair on it. And I'm like, where the hell did the fair come from in the middle of town? So I kind of
Right.
went over there and parked and started snooping around there, and it was pretty cool. I actually had the whole thing set up.
Gotcha. Was Noonan used for like the old Oklahoma scenes? Is that?
Yeah. Some of
I never-
those,
Oh,
Yeah,
Some
I never
of
watched
those-
that show.
and then there were some of the other ones too. Like Jimmy said, the one with the carnival
Mm-hmm.
that was there, and then the Oklahoma scenes were, because it was really
Okay.
confusing. Because in Noonan, all around that time, you had the Watchmen filming the flashback Oklahoma scenes with the old cars there in the square. You had Conjuring around the same time using it with those older cars, and then you had Lovecraft using it at the same time. So you never hardly knew unless you
What
got
they were
lucky and saw a
filming.
call sign. Yeah.
Right. That's crazy.
Not only that, we thought a lot of that stuff from other shows was The Conjuring.
I know. Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Because it seems like you saw that C3 call sign, which was Conjuring 3. You
Mhm.
saw it all the time. And I think that was just them using certain parts, but it looked like it was pointing to the spots where like those other ones were filming.
Well, not only that, everybody was using the hospital at the same time, and
Yeah.
the hospital is a big thing down here. You know, it's right down the street from me, but all the movies use that hospital for everything. So
And they're using it more and more and more as the filming picks up. Like it's getting a
Mhm.
lot. I guess Jimmy, have you been? Do they have like like a wing of it that still looks like a hospital on the
yeah,
inside?
I mean, I haven't been inside that hospital. I want to say in over 10 years. My kids were
Oh,
both
wow.
born there. I used to take the kids to the emergency room there, and they moved that hospital to the new hospital, and I haven't been in there ever since. It's been over 10 years now. So
Wow.
Well, it seems like in all the productions I've seen it in, like they must have a couple hallways that they kept, you know, pretty close to how they were before, that they do a lot of hospital scenes in.
you know, the Walking Dead, they used the upper floors, and they used it to like a hospital. But I've not seen it since they changed it all around. Keep in mind, I haven't watched The Conjuring yet. I
It's
still
in The
haven't.
Conjuring. It's in The
Yeah.
Conjuring as the inside of a hospital. They use the front side of it for the hospital, and then the back side where they film the Walking Dead scenes, they use that for a prison. So
Mhm.
Oh,
it's
okay.
actually two different locations, but I think the insides of both the locations are inside. 'Cause
Are
it looks
actually in
just
that
like-
hospital?
Yeah, because the hospital hallway looks just like the hallway where the Beth death scene takes place. It looks,
Oh.
I mean, it's almost identical.
Okay.
Okay. Did y'all watch the whole movie of The Conjuring yet?
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
did. I saw
Did
the new one. It's pretty good.
it's
Did
good.
y'all like it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it.
I liked it a lot. But going back to the episode, that guy Michael Raymond James, you know what I'm talking about? The guy who plays the Nebraska boy, the main one.
The main
Mhm.
one that was talking the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, that dude, he's an awesome actor. He should be in a lot more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Hey.
to work with him on a show called Game of Silence, and he was so like he could act really good.
Oh, okay. Hey Daryl, if you leave us your address at the bottom, I can send you out a shirt of my face in the middle of it. Okay.
We need to do
That
a,
address.
we need to do a poll to see who Daryl Bixon is.
Right.
Yeah.
Several people are convinced it's Dustin, but I'm gonna be mad if it's Dustin and he's not on here with us.
Well,
And
Dustin actually sent me something not even 2 minutes ago.
So it's not Dustin.
Okay.
No, it's Dustin's in his patrol car.
Okay.
Dustin's
Yeah, so
working.
and he actually sent this. It says no, you can't do it. So it's definitely not
Okay.
Dustin, but he loves me a lot. So I can send you out a shirt with my face on it if you want to. I'll make
Hey,
that
didn't
happen. Just send me your address.
Didn't Maggie tell Glenn that she loved him?
Yes, she did.
That was a big deal, man.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The beginning of Little Herschel.
Well, yeah, that's when
Well.
she was talking to Glenn in the living room area where she said, "I want you to stay," and he's like, "Leave the group." Yeah.
Right. And then he panicked and didn't say it back.
Right.
Typical guy. I get it.
And that dialogue between him and Rick, not to mention that's one of my favorite scenes too, when they're riding in the car going to get Herschel.
Mhm.
Because on the tour on the bus we used to do Atlanta movie tours, we would watch that scene and he's holding that shotgun like right directly at his face, like the way he's holding it, like he's
Yeah.
gonna blow his head off at any time. But that dialogue, I don't know, that was pretty good too. Like I said, that's some of the other stuff that I miss these days. Just like kind of like
Right.
dialogue that you wouldn't think you would be interested in like a zombie show.
Right. Yeah, that's what made The Walking Dead definitely interesting. It's the character building.
Mhm.
Right.
You know,
You not only got, Glenn's side, but you got Rick's side of him passing on, the way he is. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? On to Glenn. So you get a little insight into both the characters, and that's kind of what I miss. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, and I think we were talking about it pre-show. Had a quick little shot of Harrelson in there when the
Yeah.
truck, when they were speaking of them driving when they're driving through.
Mhm.
That's always cool to see Harrelson in there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love Harrelson.
I don't know if you all do this, but every time you watch the episode again, do you like find something that you missed or you pay attention to that you didn't see before?
I do. I always, when I rewatch them, I always kind of see stuff that I just left out. So I kind of feel the same way. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, that's
This time, I noticed when Rick and Glenn got out of the car and was getting ready to go in the bar, Glenn's apologizing to him for not telling him about Lori being pregnant. And he's like, "I didn't want to keep that from you. I don't want to keep secrets." But then if you think, and Rick says like, "Yeah, I know you shouldn't keep that from me." But then I'm thinking in my head, Rick's keeping in his head what Dr. Jenner told him a secret.
that they're all infected.
Yes.
Ah,
So I kind of thought of that. I thought, well, Rick's getting on him for not telling the secrets, but then he's keeping a really big secret.
right. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
that's
then-
true. I guess he could have told her. I was about to say it's for the good of the group,
Mhm.
maybe, but yeah, I don't know. What was she about to say, Casey?
I was just gonna say, touching on that, you guys were just saying how Rick and Herschel were talking about almost lying to the group, making them feel better.
Mhm.
So it's interesting what Don just brought up. It's like he shouldn't say you shouldn't keep secrets, but at the same time, you should lie to the group so they feel better about themselves. Like it's weird. It's crazy dynamic. I guess it's just tough being in a leader position, especially in the apocalypse.
Right. Not to create panic.
Right.
Well, Shane's a psycho, but he had some points. I mean, with this situation, like that's another thing I kept wondering is how would it play out if he hadn't have been there? Like, would they have just kept playing around with the idea of putting them down until they were an actual threat till they were in actual danger. You know what I mean? Because I mean, Rick was even doing the thing where he was going along with Herschel to go round them up. So he was obviously contemplating, listening to what he, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I wonder how it would have played out
I think
had
Shane would have.
Shane not been there.
Right. I think at some point, if it didn't go down the way it did, at some point Shane would have turned on Rick when he was least expecting it. You know. I think.
Yeah. Well, I just mean if let's say Shane died earlier and
Okay.
Shane wasn't even in the equation, you know, when the walkers in the barn came up. Like Shane's already dead and gone. How do you think it would have played out then? Like,
Oh,
you
if they
think
busted out and Shane wasn't there?
well, if they, you know, they only busted out because he went after it with the axe. Just like would Herschel? I don't know. Would Rick have taken charge and taken them out, or would they have hurt somebody first and then they take them out? You know what I mean?
Right. Probably. I think it'd probably somebody get hurt first. Because I think you're right. I think he was fully going to respect Herschel's wishes since he was on their land.
Right, yeah, because he had already went to the lengths of, you know, going out with him to wrangle up some.
Right. Yeah, I think his goal was to maybe build trust and then try to convince Herschel you should kill the people in the barn. I just think, Rick was more methodical about it, whereas Shane was, like you said, you know, beating the door open, busting the padlock and busting them out.
But you think Rick could have gotten through to him? I
do.
think so. Yeah,
I think so. Oh yeah, I think so.
I think so, especially after you know, seeing him talk to him at the bar and Herschel saying that he kind of knew. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That he was just, you know, he kind of knew when he saw it in his eyes and stuff. But that was after the barn had been
right.
You know,
Right.
already.
That's what
I think he was close. He was close.
Right. I think him helping him wrangle up those two walkers in the swamp kind of already opened that door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Herschel was already like, okay, this dude's actually trying to help us out, you know?
Right.
So
I think Rick was struggling with his leadership too, and I think that's why he took charge to go get Herschel and was so quick to kill Dave and Tony, because remember how Shane like said to him, "You put us in jeopardy. We went out looking for a little girl that was here right under our nose the whole time."
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you blame that on, though? You blame it on Rick, or you blame it on Herschel for hiding him from him?
But I don't think Herschel really knew.
I was going to say, yeah.
I think he did. If you go back in the earlier episodes, they actually, when they were talking about a little girl, there was a couple of scenes where Herschel and Maggie were looking at each other, and you knew for a fact, which I did, that they knew who the little girl was.
Really?
Especially if you're actually watching them discuss it, you know, I believe they knew it beforehand.
Oh,
because there was
about the scene where
interesting
is, what are you going to do if the little girl's dead? What are you going to tell her mom? They looked at each other.
Yeah, they looked at each other, and Herschel shook her off because Maggie knew what was going on. Yeah, Herschel shook her off.
And Janet says Otis put her in the barn?
Yeah, I think he did, yeah.
That's interesting. I always wondered that. I didn't think they knew, but...
if you rewatch it when they first come up and they're talking about it, like Don just said, when Maggie looks at Herschel shakes her off.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes me think that they knew it all along. And that kind of makes me mad because they put Daryl in danger too.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. That's interesting.
Yeah, I hadn't noticed that either. I'm going to go back and see if I can catch it now.
Yeah, no doubt.
Where they're laying the map out on top of the hood of the car. And
okay, right outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Good observation there, Jimmy.
Well, I appreciate it. I got some of them sometimes. I can get some of them.
Cool.
I'm like the Daryl Blixen. I'm that big.
Daryl Blixen.
Yeah.
So what I kept looking for tonight, and I've always heard this story, but I don't think I've spotted it yet. I can't remember if I went back and found it or not, but the scenes, I think it'll be in the next episode because I looked for it in this one. But the scenes where Beth's in the bed, supposedly in one of those scenes, because I think it continues on to the next episode. There's some scenes, where she's up there. And I heard in one of those scenes that there's a baby monitor that's visible on the nightstand with the light on. And it's the people that owned that farm, and they were like listening to them up there. So everybody
really?
be on the lookout. Be on the lookout in like the next couple episodes for a baby monitor on the side on the bed. It's not in every shot. Like it'll be there and then it'll disappear and then it'll be there. Like it's just how they got it edited with different takes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I had not heard that story, so I'll definitely keep an eye on it.
I've always heard it, but I can't remember if I went back and like officially caught it or not.
Right.
Yes, Colin
That's interesting.
told the story.
Colin told you that? Yeah, I think that might be where I heard it too. So if Colin's lying, we're going to have to call him out on it. But I'm thinking I'm thinking that back in the day when I started Atlanta Movie Tours that I went back and watched and I saw it too. So I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, Jennifer's gonna look out for it too. Yeah, I definitely got to look out for that. That's interesting because I heard that family was very particular about the whole filming. Kind of one of those they regretted it sort of things.
Yeah, no cussing.
Right, that's right.
No cussing, no walkers in the house or on the
and no weapons, no weapons within a certain vicinity or whatever
of the house. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I heard that they were listening in like to them up there. I guess to make sure they weren't cursing, or I don't know what they were listening in for. I mean, that's odd, they're already in your house. But I heard they were listening in, and like it made its way into a few of the scenes. I guess before they realized it was there, or the people may have switched it out in between takes. You know what I'm, or taking it out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Pam says they mentioned that on the studio tour about the
on
family.
The studio one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I hate that I missed that.
I'm hoping they'll bring it back one day. I missed it too.
I do too, man. I think I think they should do it at least a year or two after the show.
Me too. And I've said it on here before, but I hope what they should do is let like local tour companies, all of us, Jimmy, over at Harrelson, Georgia Tour Company, and Water Tower Tours, let us all do it. Like, let us like take people through Alexandria. I mean, I hope they at least keep Alexandria up. I don't know about the studio itself. Hopefully they will. But if somebody wants to rent that out or lease it out, I have a feeling they're going to tear that stuff down and lease it out. You know what I mean? But I hope they leave it up for a little while. If they do that, I don't know how they could get the tour companies to do it. But, I mean, that was, I think, the problem last year is they didn't really have anybody that had done tours before, from what I understood. I don't know. But
not
last year, but last time.
Who did run the studio tours? Like they?
Well, it was
Steven.
No, I was supposed to, but they were going to make me quit Atlanta Movie Tours and two other jobs that I had in Sonoy at the time with Nicky Norman's and Woodbury Shop. Yeah, so I had to turn it down. But I don't know. They got a guy who I did a tour with on opening day. They let us come opening day at Atlanta Movie Tours, and he was a good tour guide.
Okay. Was he an extra or anything that you know of, or just?
I don't know. I guess my only thing with it was a little bit too scripted. Yeah. So I think it would be beneficial to bring in like local tour guides. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I got the experience. We'll do the Dead Truth podcast tours. What?
Yeah.
We'll let Casey run it first. Let's get him in there first.
Do the restaurant location tour.
I'll dress up as Jerry.
Where to eat?
Next time y'all come down, we need to go to that steakhouse over there and eat around where Negan got his first kill at.
Yes, go there.
There you go.
Oh, what steakhouse is that?
It's where Merle had his last drink at. Yeah, Merle's
bar. Where they
Mhm.
They redid the exterior.
When is that place open? Every time I go past it, it's never open.
Generally on Friday and Saturday nights. I've eaten there quite a bit. Of course, I was living in Sonoy at the time, but I've ate there one time since I left. And it's funny because they have karaoke nights, and some of the guys get drunk in there and kind of show out, think they can sing. It's kind of hilarious.
Yeah. I ate there with you, Jimmy.
Yeah, well, I think we did, didn't it? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
you did.
we went to go eat, and the one we don't
Right.
speak of.
You always
He who
bringing
shall
that
not be
person up.
named. I brought her up last time.
God, Lee, I can't escape a week.
It was my fault last time.
Sorry, it's all right. It's all right.
No, the food was pretty good. I mean, it was pretty cool to go in there because I think they had a poster in there, right, where people signed it.
Well, not only that, they have Michael Rooker's picture back there on the wall when you first go in. Rooker
Right.
used to hang out a lot there when he filmed here, and they got a picture of him with a certain flag in the background. It was kind of cool. Of course, he did have the cast poster. They used to come in there all the time and sign. So it was
Yeah,
pretty
that's
cool,
cool.
man. Yeah. And if you go to the pharmacy in Sonoya, back in the day when it was a small show, they used to all get their prescriptions from there, and they used to sign all kind of stuff for those guys.
Oh wow,
Yep.
it's crazy.
Yeah. You ever been in there, Mr. Stephen, the pharmacy in Sonoya?
The pharmacy. Where at? Which one?
All right, you know where Big Chick is in the Subway?
Yeah. No,
Across
I've
the-
never been in there. Nuh-uh.
It's across the street. Yeah, they got all kind of pictures and stuff of the cast. They used to come in there all the time.
Oh, for real?
Okay.
Yeah. No, I've never
Yeah.
stopped off in there. So, what happened? Was there an episode of Fear this week? No, it was. It's over.
I think it wrapped. Yeah, I think it's done. Yeah.
Okay.
Anything pertaining to Dawn? I hadn't watched it. Anything pertaining to like the flagship show, like to the Walking Dead show that happened?
I have not watched the season
Oh.
of yet. Nope.
Okay.
All right.
I'm curious.
I saw something about a rumor about somebody showing up on World Beyond from Fear or The Walking Dead,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
which I hadn't seen any of that, but I don't know.
somebody tell me about Watch World Beyond and let me know because I tried.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah,
I
I
don't know if I
can't
can finish
get
it, man.
into it.
I can't.
I'll just wait and see how it relates to the show and watch a YouTube video or something.
Right. Maria's asking us, has anybody heard a date when World Beyond returns? I haven't heard anything.
I haven't either. No. So
the
they're
CRM
saying-
helicopter landed.
Yeah, everybody's saying the CRM helicopter landed on Fear. Is that what they're talking
the
about?
helicopter.
Mhm.
On Fear.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe-
That's it.
Maybe they took Morgan back.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe they take Morgan to Commonwealth, and that's when he finds Dwayne.
There you go.
Dwayne.
That's a far cry right there, but that's I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened.
Gotcha. Now with Walking Dead time jumping and Fear being
Behind, I think.
it's kind of behind, right?
Yeah.
Are they totally separate timelines right now?
I have no clue.
That's
Because
what
I know.
That's what I
That's what I'm
heard.
conf-
For different timelines a little bit. So
Okay, because Morgan obviously was on Walking Dead. Now he's on Fear, but Walking Dead did that, time jump, and I guess Fear hasn't. So Fear is current time, I guess, and Walking Dead's technically in the future. Interesting. And then World
No.
Beyond's beyond that, right? Like
I don't know.
I think
I
isn't
don't know
10 years in the future or something. Anybody?
tried-
I don't know.
First 3 or 4 episodes, I couldn't get into it. I need to go.
Exactly. Ooh, I just dropped my phone.
The way I look at it is the flagship show, The Walking Dead. That's present day to me. So, Fear of the Walking
So
Dead's in the
Fear's
past, and
Pre.
I think that
okay.
I think Beyond would be present day. That's the way I took it. It's just a different part of, you know what I mean? It's a different group,
Sure.
like a different part of the nation.
Sure. Because I mean, I know when Fear first came out, it was obvious it was a prequel because it was while things were happening. Didn't pick up in LA as the breakout happened.
Mhm.
So I
Right.
got that. But then when Morgan and Dwight went over, you know what I mean? Obviously, there was a same time at some point.
And Sherry.
But then,
because, yeah, because
oh,
Sherry,
Sherry too.
yeah, Sherry and Dwight found each other, and then Sherry said she wanted to go back and kill Negan. So she doesn't even know Negan's been put in jail or, you know, was in jail,
Right.
prisoned or
Right.
whatever.
Well, have they said
Okay.
anything else about how many seasons like Fear's going to get?
I know they're doing.
I haven't heard.
We'll see. I mean, that's what I was thinking. If they don't ever do any kind of time jump, they could bring Morgan in on The Walking Dead and still play out his character leading up to that point for a while on Fear. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know. But speaking of World Beyond, yeah, I tried it. I mean, I don't think those kids killed a zombie in the first 3 or 4 episodes. And I'm like, really? Come on. So
I tried to get into it myself. I just couldn't do it.
I can see where they're trying to like tell you and explain about what CRM is and stuff. The kids' view, like they grow up
Sure.
in that. So I guess maybe that's why we can't get into it yet because we don't really understand.
I don't know. I don't think it's good even as like appealing to the younger generation. I just don't think it's good. Period. It's the I didn't feel anything for the characters.
right.
I don't know. It seemed like a CW show or something. Like
Totally agree.
yeah,
I don't think we're
and
the
like,
demographic.
well, yeah, but still, I don't think we needed that. Like, I mean, this is a demographic that's always been with them. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I don't like that show. I don't like the idea of the show. And I get a lot of, I don't know. I got into some people in a group about it a while back. It's been a long time ago, but
Right.
I think it was just another way to have it kind of a cash grab a little bit. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. And
I
I like
feel like
what
we could have
Maria's
done
saying.
without it.
Right. Maria in the comments, you know, she's saying it was just a way to explain more about the CRM.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I agree with you, Steven. I don't know that we needed that. And when I say
Right.
demographic, I meant obviously it's for Walking Dead fans, but I think this was their way to reach out, try to grab a younger audience.
I do
Right.
too. Yeah.
I don't think it's working. You know,
I don't
I'm
either.
curious. Yeah, my kids aren't watching it. I don't know if anybody. So I'm curious if anybody knows anybody or you know whose kids are watching it or what.
Well, I mean, it just bugs me that if a formula goes well, why not stick with it? Like, why do you want to stray?
Oh, I agree.
You know, I mean, it's obviously successful.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about Jimmy? You're saying something there.
I'm thinking, man. My whole thing is, I kind of agree with you about the cash grab. My whole thing is, I do have people on tour that like it, and I have people on tour that don't like it, and I think they're entitled to their own thing. Me, I just
Yeah,
got
for
lost in
sure.
it, and I didn't really watch it because of that. I think that it was a little kiddish, and I thought that it kind of made the show look cheapened, and I hate to say that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Janet's
Yeah.
enjoying it, so that's awesome. I'm glad
I'm
people
glad
are
she
enjoying
likes
it.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Yeah.
about to say. Let me reiterate, because that's where it got crossed up in that group. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean that it's not good. You know what I mean?
Right.
It probably means it's pretty good. I mean, there's some stuff that I like that's terrible.
Right.
You know, I mean, I'm not bashing anybody for liking it at all.
Right. I agree.
And Daryl, I want to say this. I love you. It coming in here makes my day when I see your face. Even though I don't know who you are. I love you. Come give me hugs and kisses. I will give them to you all day.
Yeah,
Yes,
see,
all
Jimmy wasn't even going to come until he knew Daryl Bixon was going to be here.
I got the invite. I had to come. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But no, I don't. I come in here and I have fun with everybody. You'll be all
Jimmy
right.
and Daryl.
Daryl Bixon, you just
Go.
listen, Daryl Bixon, you've just got to do an unmasking at some point. Some point in the future, you got to say who you are.
Right. Like the Masked Singer, like
Right, yeah.
the Masked podcast listener.
Well, I don't go that way. I don't like guys, so just
It might not be a guy.
It might not be a
he's
guy,
talking
man.
about he wants to do more than that. I'm a little moderate. I don't go too far on the first date, so you got to warm me up a little bit.
They said
Take-
deal.
take me out, wind
They
down,
said
you know?
deal. They said
Yeah.
deal. They'll
Deal,
unmask.
okay.
They'll reveal themselves
There
one
you
day.
go.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. I don't just go out and do it on the first date. You got to give me a little bit of time.
Right.
I'm
He
a
likes
little modest.
movies and a dinner.
Well,
I'm
did
a little
you
modest.
tag name Maggie's group? What was it? The Wardens.
What was that?
You're what?
They had tagged Maggie's group. The name, the Wardens, is what I read somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Oh, her new
show.
group that she
Okay.
brought in.
Mm.
Oh, the Wardens.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that.
Yeah.
So I was completely wrong. I'm waiting to see what the deal is with this Pope character.
Right. We haven't seen him, right? Only heard about him.
No, I thought it was going to be that dude from Terminator 2. What's his name?
I did too.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be him, but he's one of those good actors you get that you just kill off in the same episode, apparently. So
Right.
They do that to some good actors, though, man.
yeah, I
They
know.
do, man. I thought they were teasing us because like, oh, he's a twin. Nope. He's gone too.
Yeah.
Like I was like, come on, quit playing.
But I was for sure that was going to be Pope, man. Like the way they talked about him being on the show, you know what I
Right.
mean? I thought for sure that was going to be the Pope character.
Right. Yeah, Maria, that's the question. What did Maggie do? What did she do to get on Pope's list?
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like with all the material they've got to work from to get this last season done, I hope that it's a good character at least, because I don't want too much going on. You know what I mean?
I want to
totally.
see what happened to Maggie during all this time she's been gone. That's what I want to see.
Mhm.
Yeah. Did she?
And I want to know. Oh, sorry, Jimmy.
That's all right. Did she poke with a stick? I want to know.
Right. And look how hard it was to take out one of Pope's men. That sniper dude.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like, how are they not? What, he took out 3 or 4 of them before they finally got him. So you know, if they're all like this Pope guy. Oh man,
I still
how
call
are they
bullshit
even
on
surviving?
that. I still call bullshit on that grenade, though. I'm sorry. I call bullshit on it.
It was a bigger blast than I expected, right?
Yeah, exactly. He could have took like 4 or 5 of them out. I
Right.
just,
Those
yeah, I didn't
military
get it.
men that Daryl took care of, where they came from.
Right. Is it related to Pope? You know, is Pope from an old base or something?
Right.
I
Yeah.
took it as I took it as they were you know, one of those people, whoever they are. What, the Reapers?
Yes.
No, that
Mhm.
wasn't the Reapers, right?
No.
No, they were the. I can't.
Oh. Why am I drawing a blank?
I don't remember either.
Crap. But Don's talking about, remember all the military dudes that was going after Daryl as he's trying to fix his bike? It seemed like there's a lot of guys or a lot of walkers in military uniforms.
Yeah.
And they still had supplies on them, which I thought was unusual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were the Reapers. Okay. Yeah, that's
It
what
is the
they were
Reapers?
going by.
Okay. It is. Yeah, like it sounded right, but it didn't.
Yeah, because I immediately thought Sons of Anarchy when I heard it.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Damn.
What, Daryl?
Damn.
Come on, Daryl. Reel it back in, son.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I think Daryl be fantasizing about me and shit.
I saw Jimmy's face and I was like, oh, he just read what I read.
I was like, well, it'll be all
Okay.
right. It'll be all right. I love you, man.
She'll be all right.
Yeah,
Stone fan club.
I know, right?
gotta do what I gotta do, man.
But we can't forget to watch for that baby monitor. I'm telling you.
No, I'm glad you said that. I'll check that out. And so, what are we just watching episode 9 for
What is
next
it?
week?
Trigger?
I forget the
Y'all
name.
want to try to do too? I don't care.
You want to run it like that? We'll run it.
So 9 and 10.
So
Mhm.
2.
All right, we can do it. Let me make a note
Oh yeah.
in my notes next week.
Are
Yeah,
they
no. Oh,
dropping?
go ahead.
Aren't they going to start dropping stuff every so many weeks? And they say something.
Oh, those origin things?
No, I thought they were going to show like a preview of the season, like dropping information for 11 weeks or something. I read something. I can't remember. I should have read it again before I come on.
But it's about that time. It's
Yeah.
about that time for the marketing to start doing that. So I would say so.
Yeah, because it's August 22nd, right? So I mean, we're
Yeah.
getting there. Almost July.
And then the TV guide's supposed to come out, the anniversary TV guide. for Walking-
Didn't the Entertainment Weekly story pop this week too? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always pops around this time of the year, so I know it popped, and they had some pictures of Negan killing walkers, and the walker looked awesome. I'm just saying, I ain't seen a walker look that good since like season 4. So I mean, it's pretty cool.
Well, didn't they
So-
show pictures of Negan and Maggie fighting together, like they were together? Yeah.
I didn't see that picture. I mean, I believe you. Trust me, I just haven't seen it myself.
I thought
Mm.
I could be mistaken. I thought I seen one that they were.
No, yeah, you're probably right. I just ain't seen nothing but the one. I seen Negan killing a walker.
Mhm.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Is anybody watching Loki? I know it's.
Yeah, I am.
Did you notice the location in season 2?
The Marriott.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Marriott Marquis.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
Pretty
that was
crazy.
always that was my favorite, one of my favorite spots at Atlanta Movie Tours, because that was one of my favorite tours. Was the Hero Tour and the Best of, and both of those you stopped there for the halfway point.
Oh, okay. Because it was in Spider-Man, right? Homecoming
And Hunger Games. Well,
and Hunger
it's,
Games. Yep.
it's funny. It was in Spider-Man Homecoming. It was just in the trailer. You only saw it in the trailer itself. It never made its way into the movie.
Oh.
And the reason they did it was because they first showed that trailer the weekend of Dragon Con.
Mhm.
This is the story that I got. And so they filmed that scene for that because they showed it at Dragon Con, and that got like a huge reaction because that's one of the hotels.
Right.
you
That's
know,
one
from
of
the
yeah.
show.
hmm
Yeah, so
I
that's the
gotta-
story about it.
I just got to say something. We know whoever Daryl is, he's a little grumpy old man because he just told me he's going to fucking bed already. Go on to bed, bitch.
He wants you to say goodnight, Jimmy.
Good night, Mr. Daryl. You be fine. He gave me a please. That's the least I could do.
Right. But that's how I recognized it, Steven, from Dragon Con.
Yeah.
Because it's funny because I had just taken a picture, looking up. I had just taken a picture when I was over there because it just looked cool. And then, I saw it in Hunger Games, and then I saw the Homecoming trailer, and then now I saw it in Loki, and I was like, that's crazy, Oh,
Yeah,
filmed in
I'd
Georgia.
heard that it was gonna make an appearance on there.
Cool.
Yeah, because like I said, that was always our halfway stop where we use the restroom, and there's like little stores in there you can get drinks and stuff from, and we would show people that one little section because of the Hunger Games and the Spider-Man trailer.
Right. That's cool.
Man,
I
miss
just want to
those
bring it up
tours.
because there was another location.
Mm-hmm. Loki's pretty good. The first one, I don't know what you thought, Casey, but it was a little bit slow.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it got
Lot
better.
to set up. So
Yeah.
episode 2 definitely revealed some stuff. I think it's gonna be interesting. Have you heard how many episodes? I haven't.
I haven't. I don't know.
Me neither. I'm curious how long they're gonna do it.
All right,
Guess
guys.
it's
You
about
want to
that
wrap it
time?
up? Yeah, let's start wrapping it up. We need to do the if I can find them. Hold on one second. All the sponsors. All right, guys. The sponsors: Walking Dead, Harrelson, Water Tower Tours, Auto Wraps Plus, the camp itself. Of course, we got another one coming up. They just announced pretty soon. Abraham's Army survived the night. Zombography from Danielle, of course. Walking Dead fans are amazing, and the Walking Dead Horror Nation. We also like to thank our. Let me knock this down. Sorry. I'd like to thank Miss Dawn, Miss Christy Stanford, Linda, Casey, Jeff Wagner, and all the guys that does our Patreon. We love each and every one of y'all. Anybody got anything else to say?
Thanks for
thank you
tuning
for
in.
listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody have a good night. See you later.
Bye.